I'm Mr. Kangas, and today we're going to take a look at Chapter 6, Section 1, Rates and Ratios. And in particular today we're going to be taking a look at how to convert a rate using dimensional analysis. So really what's going to go on here is we're going to convert one rate into another rate. You could say I was walking or driving 36 meters a minute, okay? And I want to know how many centimeters a second that is. So what has to happen is I have to convert my meters into centimeters, and my minutes into seconds. But I'm not going to do that all at once. I'm going to do it one step at a time. So the first thing I'm going to do is convert my meters into centimeters. And in order to do that, I need to know how many centimeters there are in 1 meter. Okay? And if you don't know that, then you can Google it or ask me for help. Okay? Googling it, you just write in centimeters per meter and it'll pop right up. So I happen to know there are 100 centimeters in a meter. So if I want to know how many centimeters per minute I went, okay, since 100 centimeters equals 1 meter, I have 36 meters, so it'll be 36 times 100. That means I went 3,600 centimeters in 1 minute. Okay, there are 100 centimeters in 1 meter, so I took 36 meters, multiplied it by 100, and so 3,600 centimeters in 1 minute is how far I went. Okay, at this point I need to convert my minutes to seconds. Okay, so I want to know how many. I went 3,600 centimeters in 1 minute. So now I want to know how many centimeters did I go per second. Okay, so at this point I'm going to have to divide, because the number of centimeters I went per second is definitely going to be smaller than the number of centimeters I went per minute. So I wouldn't want to multiply there. There are 60 seconds in a minute. So I'm going to take 3,600 and divide it by 60. And that will tell me how many centimeters I went in 1 second, because there are 60 seconds in a minute. So I'm going to take the number of centimeters I went in a minute, split it into 60 equal pieces, and that will represent how many centimeters I went in 1 second. So 60 goes into 3 0 times, it goes into 6 0 times, it goes into 360 6 times. You subtract, drop your 0. 60 goes into 0, no times. So I'm all done. And my answer is 60 centimeters per second. So that's the gist of how you will convert a rate using dimensional analysis. Like I said, you're going to convert your first units of measurement. Then you'll convert the second units of measurement. So in this case, I converted meters to centimeters, then I converted minutes to seconds. And if you're having trouble figuring out whether or not you need to multiply or divide or which unit to convert first, you can always ask for help. This is kind of a tricky section to wrap your head around when you first start it, but once you get into the swing of things, it's not hard at all. So tune in for the next video on Chapter 6, Section 2.